JP, how did you come about? And I know I've asked you this before, but for all of my new listeners, how did you come up with the idea? Because me and my producer were talking about how you have managed to create your own lane, your own unique delivery of bringing spirituality and comedy together. Which came first, and what made you mold them together?
Yeah. So the what came first in my private life was, growing up, I was always funny, class clown. That was just a strength of mine. But then professionally, in my late teens, early 20s, I got into health coaching and then like inner life coaching, which was super cool. But during that time, I was telling myself a really stupid story, but I believe the stupid story, which was it would be bad if I let my sense of humor out publicly. It would discredit me as a coach. But luckily, after about 13 years, I stopped believing the lie I was telling
Wow.
myself, and I let my humor come out with my desire to help people. And at an inner level, I can look at it and realize, oh, that was a monumental rite of passage of me becoming more true to myself and risking being more authentic, because it's like I want to help people and I'm funny, so letting me be both of me at the same time is kind of like, oh, I get to be more of a whole person right now.
Right. And why are we so afraid, you think, to be our authentic selves? Why does it take us so long to figure that out?
Man, yeah, I think it was Nelson Mandela who said we're far more afraid of our power than we are of anything else. And I think our true power
Wow.
comes when we're able to be the miraculous weirdo gift that we really are. Not who we pretend to be, not even who we want to be,
Hmm.
not who we think we should be, but like there's one Jenny McCarthy, like you've risked being yourself. And I think the more any of us risk being ourselves, the better our lives get. So, I think there's always a direct relationship between fear and reward. The scarier something is, the better the reward. And
So true.
just while I'm on my organic soapbox, one of my favorite quotes by, a classic dude, his name's Joseph Campbell. His famous quote is, "The cave you fear to enter the most holds the treasure you seek." So
Ooh.
I hear it.
Oh.
I think being ourselves is a scary thing because it's so meaningful. It's like we think we have everything to lose, but after a while we realize we lose everything unless we risk becoming ourselves and allowing what wants to live through us to live through us.
It is amazing that the rewards that we get for being our authentic self.
Well, vulnerability.
I think about,
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, I was going to say, I think it's interesting because I always think this, and this is an embodiment of it, that humor is a form of art, and you combine the two with it.
It's true.
Like for the Oscars or whatever, there's no best comedy
There's
or
not?
best stand-up. No, there's not. And humor or comedy and humor is a form of art for sure,
For
without
sure.
a doubt.
For sure.
And you've embodied two pieces of that, and I don't think that's always recognized.
No,
It's-
he's the only one I know that has done spirituality and comedy together.
well, everybody. Well, but that's what comedy is.
Right.
It's pain, right? I mean, it's absolutely pain with time equals comedy, is what they say.
Yeah, but I think that's very wise. There has to be some level of pain, tension, or
Right.
relief of pain and truth. And usually, the more painful the truth is, the funnier it can be. And
Absolutely.
that's part of the brilliance of well-intended comedy. The comedy can act as an alchemist to relieve the pain and, dare I say, even heal it and transform it. So, our obstacle can now become our support.
I
And
totally agree.
also, just so I don't sound like a brainwashed, like comedy for everything kind of guy, people can hurt people with comedy. Comedy can
Sure.
absolutely be used
True.
destructively. Yet,
Certainly.
if we put on our white robes and pretend we're Buddhists here, we can also realize like comedy can be very transformative.